It is. Cool, cool. Alrighty. I wonder, how much are Timemark 8 beacons? You know? Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe I don't need to buy beacons. We'll see. I did just put together a new pact plan. Oh, right. Right. But I have a foolish cube. Okay, I'm going to do a foolish cube first. Then it'll be onto the new pact plan. The way this build works is I basically just jump around, bonk enemies on the head. At some point, I'm going to try erosion or lightning magus, but while I'm farming, while I'm making money, bonk seems good, because bonk and jump and, oh, that is spicy. That was a spicy bit of fire. I'm kind of terrified of everything in the map, because I have not done nearly enough Timemark 8s yet. I did one as a test before the stream, just to make sure the character was even remotely viable for it. I'm like, will this one-shot me? Probably. Oh, a Hanged Man. That's another will this one-shot me probablys. So I have to be super careful until I've gotten hit by a bunch of stuff and I can be like, okay, these are the things that are actually dangerous, and those other things aren't actually dangerous. Which takes a bit, you know? Nope. Also, as I remember, I need to get some flame sand, or I should say drop some flame sand, because there's no way I'm buying it. And finish off getting full T2 gear. At this point, I don't even know if I go full T2. I might just skip to T1 on some stuff. Because there are some cool affixes you can buy. Wait, where's the last guy? There we go. Got my desire crystal. And now come over here to do the same. I believe that's some snow paper fragments. Don't quite one-shot him. I might actually do snow paper farming. I would imagine all the exclusive skills are really expensive right now. Do you know for sure, though? Alright, this is what I was looking for. The Hermits. Okay. I kind of hate how they're not just invisible, but they're invulnerable unless you get close. It is particularly confusingly frustrating. I mean, okay, I kind of get it. The whole AoE stuff down from a distance thing. But also, the version of this in the city is awful. So it would be nice if we didn't have it here too. Let's see how the boss is. Oh, the boss is no problem. Okay, so what I've learned here, I have more than enough damage for Timemark 8. It's really about my defenses. Like, damage-wise, everything's dying almost instantaneously. You'd be like, time to play Torchlight. Never mind, time to play Balatro. Surely I get double here. But look, I got double. Surely I get quadruple? Nope. I probably should have seen if those were actually good enough to risk versus the double. Oh well. My goal is to just drop one beacon for every map I run. Because if I run a map, which costs a beacon, and then I drop a beacon, I have not lost a beacon, so I can infinitely run the maps. Huh. Okay, this guy isn't actually that scary. Cool. Good to know. Can just kind of bonk, bonk, bonk. The profitability difference between Timemark 7 and Timemark 8 is huge. Oh, okay. rotating Emperor beam thing is actually scary. Which is a problem because I don't really have fine motor control over my character. I mean, we'll see if I'm actually scared of the other guy or not. I should have a lot of defenses. Because one nice thing about being a rock magus user, as opposed to like lightning or fire or any of the others, is you just get a big old damage reduction that scales with your magus origin effect. Which is actually really nice. I suspect it doesn't count in the survival score. Which probably means at some point the game is going to flame me for like, oh, you don't have the survival score for this, which, admittedly, if it told me that right now, I'd probably believe it because I'm actually scared of everything. But there have been times where it's like, your survival rating is too low, get more defenses. And I'm just sitting there face tanking literally everything, and it's like, game, you are drunk, go home. I'm basically just playing Mario right now. I jump on things' heads, and they die. Ooh. Double Star Shard. I think I'm going to drop Black Sail, though. Mostly because it's kind of annoying. Okay. And obviously greed and gone. Hey, how's it going, Krendor? Yep, this is a rare stream. Okay, so since this is where the next thing's going to reroll, this is plan 2 that I put together. I'm giving enemies health to get +1 confusion card. Because my idea is to fish for the cards here, Regretful Nightmare, and also Repentant Nightmare. You know, maybe I should take the Queen's Grace stuff. Surely I can drop some of the beacon stuff, right? Wait, I don't have enough winding points. Oh. Right, because I have to use the currency because you get the currency, not the points. Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm just farming some stuff. Sick for the 3rd time. Oof, that is rough, Krendor. Well, I hope you feel better soon, because being sick is no fun. I could grab these Star Shard points. Actually, wait, can I? Are the Star Shards actually that good? I mean, I've been pro-rock all along. Just saying. Mostly because jumping around for the extra mobility feels really good. What strat am I going for? Good question. Wait. Star Shard. 10 to 14% fire resistance. Huh? What does that mean? What have I missed that changed at some point? Is that fire resistance for the bosses? Can you use these to, like, juice your maps now? I'm really confused. Huh. But also, after seeing those Star Shard prices, I'm definitely dropping these points. No, I don't think it was a thing last season. That's why I'm so confused, because I never know what happens from season to season. So, transfer Queen's Race totally won't happen, but you never know. And then over here... See, the problem is the Desire Course is all the way up here, which is a lot of points. But I did drop one Desire Core. How much is it? Is it like a lot? No, it's not a lot. Okay, cool. So it's not worth that many points. Good to know. Do I go Frozen Canvas? So this should be Frozen Canvas stuff. I mean, I should have enough damage to run, but I hate that boss. That boss just sits there invulnerable while he thinks about things for 5 years. Part of me honestly wants to do this. Is Canvas still disabled? I got a Canvas monster in my last map, so I'm assuming not. But that's a good question. I mean, at the very least, if you can get the Snowpaper monsters, you can farm the shards for when it's re-enabled. Even if you can't actually run the thing. Do I just go Mystery Chests? Because Mystery Chests are easy and inoffensive for spare points. I think I just go Mystery Chests for now. I'll figure out those points later. See, I'd love to say Star Shards don't drop and you have the extra bonuses, which is... Wait, here. But I kind of need the Star Shards right now. I don't want to have to keep buying them. All right. Use 10 Winding Keys. Cool. No new bonuses. Clear the Battle Pass notifications. There's way too many notifications. Okay. Now do this, and afterwards it's going to tick over to the new set of stuff that I've selected. The AoE on this just feels really good. Unfortunately, one thing that doesn't feel good is randomly getting teleported. The other thing that doesn't feel good is occasionally I'm locked out of my character's abilities, and I have no idea why. I can't tell if it's that my Spirit Magus loses growth, so I can't do anything, or if it just bugs out and forgets that I'm in the Magus, or what. I've not played the new multiplayer tower thing. Oh, that's a bit of effie. Oh, what's teleporting me? It's really funny extra. Dazzling Bloom. Cast the skill and teleports all Spirit Magi to the designated location and makes them switch targets to the enemy with the highest rarity within 5 meters. This is triggering. Because I am the Spirit Magus, it teleports me randomly. It's both frustrating and also just genuinely hilarious. It's the Frostblink ring, except random, because it doesn't work very well. You can't aim it properly. See, like right there, it just teleported me backwards. And it did it again. It's so troll sometimes. I mean, it says to the designated location, though. You're supposed to be able to aim it. It just doesn't work. I don't know. It's weird. Good news is, Jumpy Rock Bonk Guy quite fun. And it has a really generous AoE. I didn't see any setting for it, but it's possible. The setting isn't something obvious. As for the new multiplayer tower thing, no, I haven't, and I don't really have any plan to, because to fully unlock everything, you have to be in deep space. So until I'm in deep space, it's not a thing. The whole, oh, look, another free pet is just like the Supreme Showdown, where, yeah, sort of in theory, if you have a really good build, you're playing one of the bugged things, or you already have a ton of pets, or you grind a ton. But realistically, it is not even remotely reasonable as a catch-up mechanic. So, yeah. At least there's still the 7-day login event. What did I get from this? Oh, I got obtain a hero memory with base affix. I think that's what I bought. I like how you can buy things to complete the path of progression. It's like, GG. Money is my superpower. Except not really, because I'm not very rich right now. Oh, no. I'm out of things. And let me guess, this uses my old... Oh, no. I'm going to have to run through so many with the old tree just to drop the beacons. I do kind of hope there's a couple of bug fixes to this character. Because if things like the janky randomly, like there it was, you just can't use any of the Magi abilities. If that stuff gets fixed, like, this is a really fun playstyle. So here's hoping. Also, yes, the Rock Mages can jump over walls. It's basically just Leap Slam. I'm playing a Rock Mages Leap Slam build. At some point, I should figure out if I should be using a two-handed weapon or two one-handed weapons. That point is going to be later, though. Because right now, beggars cannot be choosers, and when it comes to gear, I'm not actually begging for it, but my gear's pretty bad. No, no. Oh, actually, this isn't one of the ones where it's bad if you teleport out. Something else I don't quite understand is how these shielded magician things work. Where, like, it just doesn't take damage and then it does take damage. What DPS? No idea. What you do is you go into a T8 and you try it. And if it's easy, congratulations, you have enough DPS. And if it's slow or it's hard and you're dying constantly, you don't. For example, my character has enough DPS, despite the tooltip saying I have 0 DPS. I like that. Damage, 0. But, you know, apparently 0 DPS is plenty for speed farming T8s. Gotcha. Kill the gold one. Thank you. I'll try to do that next time. Although I'll have to see if I can actually see which one's the gold one, which, 50-50 on that. I think the idea behind a lot of the tarot cards are cool, but not all of the telegraphs are good. Like the demon, it shoots a bunch of purple projectiles. Purple is usually erosion or chaos. They do fire damage. Now, to be fair, recently, GGG has made the same mistake with Zesht, who shoots a purple shotgun projectile thing that does fizz damage. But yeah. If your game has damage types, color code the damage types. Don't just have cool purple effects because it's the cool purple league. The purple effect should be erosion damage. Because then people know intuitively what to avoid and what not to avoid. The only time you can get away with all sorts of cool color effects is if the defense has nothing to do with the damage type. Oh, that was bad. Yep, that was a very bad time to get teleported. Yeah, sometimes getting teleported does get you killed. I don't know. I've gotten to level 93. It's not that pressing of an issue so far. Yep. Okay, I can tank those. Good to know. Verdict on the Arcana mechanic itself. I don't like the in-map implementation. I think coming across the cards and having to do the little mini games would be fine, except it really doesn't mesh that well with the regular gameplay a lot of the time. Then once you collect all 15, the board game part, really, really good. I very much like the board game part. I think there could be a few tweaks that would fix my problems with the in-map part. Like some sort of explanation of how you deal with the cards. Not just a weird, vague, very hard to see, oh, sort of this. But instead an actual, like, let's say for the Hanged Man, find safety beneath the tree. Have that text pop up so you can actually see an idea of what to do. For the Magician, instead of a big golden bubble that they're all sitting in, and you have to find the golden one in the golden bubble, how about no bubble? The Pack Spirit mechanics? You mean the making the game more pay-to-win part? My thoughts are that everything I thought before about making it more pay-to-win is absolutely correct. Okay, I can go forward 3, back 1, which I think I want to do here just because plus 3 life is really nice to have. I don't think this is the one where I need to worry about going all the way to the end to get all the stuff. So I don't want to do a 4, but oh no, it's a 2. Do I want to... Yeah, I'll just eat it. 6. Okay. Jump all the way ahead. Got life back, which I'm now going to lose. I could go 3 back 1. I don't think that's... Oh, it totally is worth it. Good news is, I can also just go... Wait, is it 3? I should have paid slightly more attention. Yes, it is 3. Cool. Like that. Now I can go ahead 3. Now I can go ahead 5. Now we should be reaching the end soon. 4 is fine. Let's see, 3. Not much I can do about it at the moment. So, how about this, buddy? When you come in, you probably shouldn't start by being a dick. You're supposed to say hello first. So you can take 5 minutes and, I don't know, just chill for a bit. If you want to talk and hang out, you're welcome back. Let's see. So I think I have to step on the bad stuff unless I use this now. So I might as well use this now. Is the Juggernaut the thing from the Hanged Man? Because if so, there's a little like pink circle directly beneath the card, which I didn't know until Milky told me. And yeah. If you stand under it, you don't get dragged and killed, you just get dragged a little bit. I guess I do this and I hope for a 2. Did not get a 2. God damn it. It's a 3. Okay, I hope for 2. God damn it, it's another 3. And there's nothing I can do, so whatever. This has not been a good run. Ooh, go back 6. Whee! And then forwards and get the chest. And then 4. And then... Wait, I can do the 1 here to grab the double mystery. Cool. It upgraded. Like this. Like that. Like that. Oh, Judgment. Yes. What I usually do is I just blink away. That's why I've kept blink. Because it's really hard to see where the safe spots are. But if you blink far enough away, it's fine. Yeah, no worries. I don't think there is a Juggernaut tarot card. I'd actually say the Empress is one of the better telegraphs. Because you see a circle and an invulnerable thing and a lot of little lines. So it's kind of intuitive. Honestly, for this mechanic, I would. You'll go a little bit slower normally, but being able to blink and avoid the massive amount of damage from a lot of the burst effects, definitely worth it. Wait, is this Judgment? No, this is the Sun. Which I also handle exactly the same way of just blink out, problem solved. I think I've gotten more Flame Elementium from doing these than from anything else. Actually, no, I think I got more Flame Elementium. Well, Emperor is rough. Have to be really careful with Emperor. So, I think I've gotten most of my Flame Elementium so far because I was trying Divinity Slates and they weren't working, but I managed to resell them for more than I paid. So, yay, profit. I love blinking forwards to get teleported backwards. God damn it. Something else I've noticed that both this and Simulacrum in, well, not just Simulacrum, but Delirium in PoE2 do. Right when enemies spawn, there's a split second where the enemies can interact with you, but you can't interact back with them. I do not like that. I do not like the fact that you can't interact with the enemies. Like right here, they are shooting at me, and that damages me. But I was jumping on them, and it wasn't damaging them. I think you should be able to interact with the enemies as soon as they can interact with you. Now, if there's a grace period when they spawn, so you don't give them before they do anything, that is fair. But the minute they can start shooting, I should be able to start shooting. I stood in that for way too long. I should not be standing in the fire. Not good. I wonder if I can get trauma into my build. So if I could give my minions a small way to inflict trauma, I could get extra damage from the whatchamacallit, crit damage against traumatized enemies node. No, your UI isn't bugged. That just means you're getting common low-value items. Like, for example, so I have Fiend Crown, Void Embankment, and Lady's Tears. Lady's Tears? Okay, actually, this is... I thought this would be common enough that it's all 1 FE, but no. Even this isn't. Like, Fiend Crown, as you can see, there's a good few listings. So if you see the last 100 listings are all 1, that means a lot are being listed for 1 FE. There's a lot of stuff where that isn't the case. It just happens to be rarer stuff. And, ooh, movement speed reaping cooldown. That's actually a pretty sweet one. Yeah, okay. 45. Someone buy this. It's a good item. T1 Fire Res, yeah, I didn't think that was worth anything. Armor, low percent life, also not worth anything. I'll just disenchant. Oh, people were exploiting canvas and getting double loot. Oh, boy. Yeah, that sounds about right. The other thing to keep in mind about an epic memory is it's more expensive to enhance. So if you don't have a lot of money, I really wouldn't recommend using epics at all. In fact, that is why I only have one, because these two were very cheap to enhance. This one, I need a lot more expensive memory threads before I can actually enhance it up to level 30. And like at this point, I have enough money that it's fine. And also that hero trait, it doesn't super matter if it hasn't been leveled up yet. But for the other two, I'm not swapping yet because I want to use the cheap memories. And let's see if I can get back here in time. Oh, nope. Oh, I broke free with a jump. Cool. I do seem to be averaging about as many beacons as I'm spending. We are sustaining. Oh, okay. If you are anywhere below Timemark 7, I honestly wouldn't worry too much about stuff like that. Just use what you find. Make sure you have any hero memory rather than a really good one with good base stats. Because until you start leveling them up, which you won't really have the currency for until later, they aren't super impactful. All that's impactful about them is having anything equipped in the slot. I'm still waiting for the Mythical Tarot run where I get all rainbow boxes. Maybe it'll happen today. Probably not, but maybe. You never know. See if I get double. Nope, nothing. Okay. New cards are going to generate. So let's see. Fluorescent memories, replicated, magic monsters. These are all kind of bad. Where are my fun ones? Where are my cube cards and nightmare cards and stuff? Well, I guess at least I get nightmare and maps now. Oof. I should not have face tanked that. All right, let's see how dangerous the nightmare is. Have not actually done nightmare before. Well, obviously I've done it before, but have not done it before this season. So we'll see. Oh, because of the lightning, it's super easy, and it makes the rest of the map easier. Cool. Well, that answers that. Nightmare good. The good old 75 billion lightning procs. I should probably stand out of the death stuff. Join Vision. All right, so I have 2 Netherrealm. Honestly, Netherrealm's kind of good. For every 3 types, sure. Omen selected. That is easier than dealing with Black Sail. Black Sail's rewarding at all. It's just kind of annoying. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. The auto loop picked up the compass. I was like, no, it teleported me away. Wait, did it? Oh, I don't think it did. I see a square on my map. No. Teleported. Oh. Oh, that was a beacon. Well, I'm so glad I went back for that. Even better. I would actually take a beacon over a compass right now. I keep dropping this many beacons. Do I need the beacon nodes? That's an interesting question. There we go. Sadly, it did not get the uber good thing. Huh. That is some interesting luck. Outside of one time, I have failed every single greed so far tonight. Dumb voice. I wonder if that's worth anything. Ooh, the Interlocking Soul might be too. Because it's still a damn good weapon and with 61 energy. Like, let's find out. Yeah. Ever rolls any good? Maybe not so much. Whatever. 10 FE. I'll put that up for sale. Price check. Worthless. Oh, that's definitely worthless. Gun with a lot of strength. Is anyone playing a strength gun stacker? Nope. No, they are not. I am not a PoE channel. I play a lot of different games. But I have noticed that people have made that mistake before. Oh. There we go. I think the problem is YouTube very often does not recommend my non-PoE content to people who watch PoE content. And so it looks like I only make PoE content. Yes, this is an ARPG. That isn't all that I play, but I do play quite a few ARPGs. This is Torchlight Infinite, which is a mobile ARPG from XD. I will warn you, there is a bit of pay to win. Though also, the game is pretty fun if you can stand the pay to win. And yes, I did watch the Slave Aspire trailer. I cannot wait for Slave Aspire 2 because, oh my god, Slave Aspire 1 was so good. Something else that I haven't done yet, but I'm still tempted to do, is give Balatro a shot again. Because, I don't know, it just did not mesh with me the first time around. But that was also the demo, so maybe it's just the demo. And also, I kind of feel a little bit differently about it after watching Adam Millard's video on why the thing that bothered me is the way it is. So, yeah. And yes, I know everyone who's played Balatro is going to be like, yes, play Balatro. So what do you like about Diablo 4 and PoE 2? All right, fine. I won't greed this time, mostly just because I can actually use the FE. And I lost everything the last, like, 4. Because depending on what you like in a game, there's a lot I could recommend. And there's also a lot that I would recommend against. Okay, so you didn't like D4. You did like PoE 2. What didn't you like about D4, or what did you like about PoE 2? Because I would say, in terms of gameplay feel, Torchlight Infinite, for example, isn't really like either of those. It's more like Path of Exile 1. Which, depending on what you like about PoE 2, may mean it'll mesh with you. Also, Path of Exile 1, depending on what you like about PoE 2. may mesh with you. Also, depending on what you like about PoE 2, No Rest for the Wicked might mesh with you. But I would also say that things like PoE 1 or Torchlight and No Rest for the Wicked are pretty much opposite directions. So you have to be a weirdo like me to like both. Okay, so there's in Balatro a like unlock gate of sorts. That does make sense. A lot of roguelikes kind of run into that, and god damn it, I was not looking at my screen. TLDR, there are still some spooky things that you have to be careful of. You are early on in T8. How's it going, Lotador? How are you doing? Star, nope, we're getting out of there. Waking up in the middle of the night doesn't sound great. Oh, because you went to bed super early. Okay. Whoops. Got slightly nuked there. One thing that will be nice when I'm no longer playing Rock Golem is no longer having to frantically dash out of a way while doing damage. But also, Rock Golem's been pretty fun. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Now I roll the cube, and I'm done with the map. All right, fine, I'll greed. Oh, success. Not doing the extra greed. Mostly because I actually do need the FE. Let's see. It's not many cards. All right, so we'll go 1, go 6. That should be fine. 2, 6. Not worth going back so far. Okay. I missed the chest there. Well, I have no idea. I'm just going to experiment with the other golems once I have enough money that I feel like I've farmed and can swap over. Or when I hit a scaling wall and Rock Golem doesn't feel good anymore. Oh, there we go. That's a chest. Is it worth using 2? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what half of the cube nodes do. I play this game very casually, and it changes so much that at this point, I basically have no idea what half of the things do. I just click and hope for the best. Oh, I'm missing the gold chest. Yeah, the wording's really strange. Okay. So now I might as well level these up as much as I can. Like so. Okay. This is a free one. You always have to fight stuff for the higher rarities, but for the lower rarities, you just get the chest. Oh. Come on, little buddies. Go out of your protection circle. Thank you. I do like how the golems do the big slam that looks super scary, but it basically does no damage. It's such a big nothing burger. The Hermit, okay, and the Empress. What are you looking at? You are looking at the new seasonal mechanic that was apparently a bit too much, as XD had to make changes to it because streamers on Bilibili were getting banned for some reason. I have no idea why that would be happening. But they only made those changes on the Chinese client. The West gets the full version. Oh, right. I have to exit the map. It dropped me at the portal. Okay. This is going to be, I'm pretty sure, my first TA boss. We'll see how much damage I take here. Oh, that wasn't that bad. At least when it comes to visual assets, yes. Yes, it appears they are. Okay, now we just jump on his head a little bit. Yeah, it was really easy, actually. See, I could go on to, like, 8-1, but I feel like I shouldn't go on to 8-1 yet. Yeah, I'm not going to go on to 8-1 yet. Fair enough, Lodidor. It is a bit early for that kind of thing. Removes one bubble, removes one bubble, removes one bubble. How about we don't remove a bubble, because already the bubbles are all really good. We like these bubbles. We don't want to remove them. Oh. Oh my god, stop. Stupid Watcher. You know what? Okay. I guess if I have to fight a Stupid Watcher, but I get 10 FE, I can't really complain about the Stupid Watcher. Though I really do wish they just summoned the actual Watcher into the map so that I could kill it. Like, if you're going to have a thing annoy and attack me, give me the satisfaction of killing it. If you do that, Lodidor, do not add Temporalis. Because if you add Choir of the Storm and Temporalis, you will make a Crash the Game simulator. And hey, Zen, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. How's it been going? Are you still playing Rock Golem? I don't know if PoE1 still has serious projections or not. I have not played PoE1 in like 9-ish months. Ooh, another Shallow Dream Talking. I should probably start using those on my weapons. Get some extra dream mods going. Yep. So, I've been quite liking the single golem version. It's a bit more mana intensive, but once you have enough restraints and Also, once you have, whatchamacallit, the helmet. Fiend Crown. Works pretty well. Can definitely recommend. I did mess a little bit last night with Thunder Spirit. Thunder Spirit also felt pretty good, but I'm pretty sure that you need the... Is it Noble? It's either of a Noble or of a Magnificent to really make Thunder feel best. And those are currently very expensive. So I'm going to play with that stuff later. For now, I'm just farming a bunch of FE. Wait, is there no cooldown on Choir of a Storm? I could have sworn there was a cooldown on Choir of a Storm. But also because your Elemental Storm would have no cooldown then. Oh, nice. I've been doing a little bit of armor stacking. I don't have a ton yet. So I don't know how it's going to feel ultimately, but so far it feels okay in T8. That's quite a lot. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful because I'm pretty sure this guy can one-shot me. The Never Run Bubbles, which did not give me what I wanted. God damn, that is a lot. Okay, maybe I stick with Rock Magus because 75% more damage is insane. Oh, you might know the answer to this then. Occasionally, it doesn't let me use any of my Spirit Magus abilities. Why is that? I haven't been able to figure it out. Oh, whoopsie. I have to pay attention for a second. I got grief above a teleport. There we go. Pop that. Well, the thing stopping you from going to 1 million or more is I would assume there's a cap on the bonus, right? Oh, whoops. God damn it. Oh, goodbye rewards. Wait, is it going into Reconjuring without me losing health? Is that what's been doing it? Because it's been driving me crazy, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Okay, so there is a cap. I thought so. I was like, I remember you could get millions of armor. So, surely they put a cap on that. Wait, has there been a mechanic that I completely missed in terms of for Conjuring stuff? Because I thought it was that the Spirit Magus's health would drain. But I noticed when I become a Spirit Magus, its health goes away, and my health replaces it. So I couldn't figure out what was happening with the drain or anything like that. I did see it happening when I had the 2 Magi, if I took the extra Drain talent. Wait, 3rd health bar. Wait, do you mean this little thing here? Oh. Okay, that explains a lot. And also explains why I never saw it. Okay. God damn it. Well, I completely missed that because it's tiny. And it doesn't look like a health bar. I should probably fix that at some point. Yeah, it really doesn't look like a health bar. And with it being beneath the mana like that, I kind of figured it was something that was always there. Well, that's good to know. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just annoying. It would just be nice if I could completely cut it out. Yeah, I do have... Ooh. Huh. Well, that's a really neat slate. Physical damage to lightning. Minion physical to lightning. Max life, max ES. I don't think I'm going to be evasion scaling, so that part doesn't really matter. I'll probably put this up for a whole bunch of money, but if it doesn't sell, I could legitimately use this if I went with like a Lightning Spirit, Rock Spirit hybrid setup. Let's see how much this is worth. Price check. Well, if it's right now only about 80-ish, I'll put it up for sale, and if someone buys it, they buy it. +1 Spirit Magi in map. Have you played around with this at all? I have not, because the minus 40% additional Spirit Magus damage just never felt like it was worth it. Because if you go from 1 to 2 with no other bonuses, it makes sense, right? Because you go from 100% to 60 times 2 or 120. But you can get 2 from a support that also has a decent damage multiplier. So all of a sudden, you're going from 200 down and only gaining the 60, and it's just, I don't see this ever being worth it. I mean, surely no one buys it, but... Wait, no, not 99. Just 9. I assume Temporalis kept getting cheaper. If Temporalis has not continued to get cheaper, then maybe not. But the other day, someone told me it was 8 divines, so I assumed it was pretty cheap. Also, they could have been a liar. I didn't check. Yeah, I could see it for non-summoners, because you could get like 4 Spirit Magus origin buffs. It would be mana intensive, but potentially worth it. $55. Okay, it did go up. So either it went up or they were a liar. I guess, or someone who saw a price fixer, because I wouldn't be surprised if someone tried to price fix it at 8. I mean, for what Temporalis is, even 55 is really cheap. But in terms of objective, like, costs and build terms and all that, 55 Divines is not cheap. All right, so the golden one. Oh, what do you know? The golden one does work. It's sort of easy to see. I jumped into that instead of out. That was unfortunate. I also feel like, defensively speaking, scaling the Spirit Magus Origin effect is really good. I wonder if you can become damage immune with that. Probably not, right? Surely XD would not leave a way in the game for you to scale Spirit Magus Origin effect to the point where you're just damage immune. I think you can make your Magi damage immune. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can scale it to that point if you're doing, like, the Spirit Magus direct scaling. But that doesn't seem particularly worth it. Because it's a pretty significant investment, and Spirit Magus doesn't really take damage anyway. Hey, welcome on in. How's it going? One thing that is nice about farming Timemark 7 and Timemark 8, even if you don't have the gear to easily do 8-1 or 8-2, you can still get all the star points, because you could just farm 8-0 and then apply the points to 8-1 or 8-2 by beating the bosses. Yeah. One thing I wish, though, I kind of wish that you could do, and maybe I've misread the talent, so let me double check. Yeah. So I wish that you could have the merged Magi's origin apply, but then non-merged still be on you. Just because I would love to have Lightning Golem primary, Rock Golem secondary, and have the damage reduction from a Rock Golem. Because just the minus 20% additional here from Nurturing Breeze is insanely good. And this is insanely good damage. Like, for every 2 growth, 0.1% additional, you'll have hundreds of growth. But yeah, I don't know. Doesn't quite work. Because the other thing that at one point I had wanted was to get the life regen from Frost Magus on the Magi, but then have the Stone Magus on myself. Because I don't really need more life regen. My life regen's already pretty decent. Oh, I'm too far away from the Hanged Man. We'll see if I die to this. Yep. And see, that's what I don't like. You can activate the card, and if you're too far away, it's just a guaranteed death, which is really stupid. It's very anti-synergistic with how you play this game. Nope. I've not added double damage on rings yet. I still have very basic rings. So far, my only higher level item is my boots, because I wanted to replace the unique, get actual stats on them, and for that I needed item level 86 plus. But that's why I'm farming money right now, so that I can do all that stuff. What I really want for a moment, though, is extra armor and damage reduction. Maybe even more so than extra damage. Because my damage feels totally fine. What does not feel totally fine, though, are my defenses. Yeah, this is very much a dunk build. You just dunk on enemies all day. Greed. Greed. One of these days I'll win one of those. Today is not that day. That makes sense. I'm kind of just waiting for the patch for PoE, because there's so many things that I want to do, but I don't know what's getting nerfed in the big patch, and so I'm just like, do I play something? Do I not play something? I don't know. But also, that's coming up very soon. It's in, what, like tomorrow? Is it tomorrow or is it the day after? Let's find out. Patch 1.1, January 12th at 12:30 PST. Yeah, tomorrow. So after tomorrow, I will know what I'm going to do. Probably going to be playing Theory 2 again. Unless all the ideas that I wanted to explore get nerfed, in which case I might wait until there's new stuff to do. But yeah. Ooh, the memory sold already. Cool. How much money am I up to? How much have I farmed? Some amount of that 418. Here, let's use tax vouchers. Yep, that makes sense. And right after all the hype with the big patch and the interview and everything, that's going to be a very good time to go back to PoE 2. Because I'm also... I do not like how Torchlight's progression is so heavily stratified now. Like, a perfect example of this. I could update my Memory of Origin and Memory of Discipline. But I can't actually get my Memory of Progress to the next level, because I need Memory Thread Epic. Now, my current ones do not use Memory Thread Epic. They use Memory Thread Rare, because they are rares. And because this is so stratified, even if I were to get an ultimate memory to drop, I wouldn't be able to enhance it, because I don't have the right memory thread, and it's super frustrating. Because you don't get to play certain parts of a game. Like Priceless Gear. Where I'm at now, even if I can afford a Priceless item, there is no point in me doing that, because I won't be able to afford the currencies to craft it. Because I have to be in the part of a game where the Priceless stuff drops. It's the thing that I didn't like last season, and they've done nothing to improve it. Oh, judgment. Like, now I'm getting a lot of Flame Elementium. A lot more than I got in Timemark 7, let me tell you. So I can start crafting on item level 86 stuff. When I was in Timemark 7, even though there were things on item level 86 bases that would have been upgrades, I was avoiding buying them. because it costs Flame Elementium to craft even lower tier mods. And it just feels so bad. Oh, I'm going to die to Hanged Man again. Oh, no, never mind. Didn't die that time. Yeah, I do not like the hard stratification they added to this game. And I was really hoping this season would feel better in that regard. To an extent, it has, at least in that my progress is much faster through the stratum. But the stratum themselves existing, it's not fun. And it's also the thing that I really didn't like about Lost Ark. It's the thing that I really don't like about how D4 handled some stuff, which they're now changing, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it when things are hard locked. Oh, successful greed. Unsuccessful greed. I actually don't like how many things have like levels and shards in general. Do I think Torchlight might turn into Diablo Immortal? I mean, there was a time where I would have said no because they promised they'd never add PvP to the game. But also there was a time where they promised that the Pact Spirits, the monetization, was going to be separate from the gameplay. So I would say, I certainly hope not. But maybe. It might happen. At this point, I would certainly hope that some things are off the table, but I just don't know what is actually off the table for them. Because they haven't said, you know, these are the things we're absolutely not going to do, and then, well, not done them. Because according to them, that tying a character progression system to Pact Spirits is not tying them to the core gameplay. Or making Pact Spirits so strong that you, like, double your money isn't tying Pact Spirits to the core gameplay. Which I don't agree with. I think Pact Spirits are tied to the core gameplay at this point. That said, is the game... Minus the stratification part, is the game fun in its current form? I would still say yes. And are there absolute paywalls? That's a harder one, because I don't know how hard Supreme Showdown 21 is. I don't know if that's, you literally can't beat it without legendary pets or not. I'm leaning towards no, but with the caveat of it certainly feels weird, some of the balance decisions and how overtuned things are. I don't mean like Timemark 8. Timemark 8 is fine. I mean things like Supreme Showdown 20 last season. Just out of curiosity, let's see if anyone has managed to beat it yet. Yeah, exactly. And any time that I see like, oh, someone's getting this far because of a pet, that's when I quit Torchlight, because it's super demotivating. Because then every time I go, oh, that's too expensive, I'm just like, oh yeah, of course it is, because some guy with level 6 pets is making 5 times as much as me. see. So highest 9, highest 6, highest 8, highest 6, highest 2. Apparently Thea's not very good right now. So yeah, no one is anywhere near close. 10. Oh, look at Rahan. Number 1 for progression. Elapse also up there. Huh. So, of course some people do. That's the whole point of pay to win. You can pay lots of money to get level 6 versions and get way more loot. That's why I say it's really demotivating to know how strong that pet is. Yeah, I don't want to try to do a head back thing. Do I want to do 6? I think I use my 4 here. Yeah, I don't have... I'm pretty sure I don't have ultimate damage or growth. Yeah, no, I don't. This is what I happened to put on ages ago. Like I said, for now, Torchlight Infinite is still fun, but it is definitely pay to win. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll use my 4 for that. What's the meta? No idea. 1, 2, 3. I use my 3 for this. Ooh, no, I use the back 2. Then go forward 1. God damn it. Why? Why does it keep wanting me to walk into this? I don't have extra health. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll advance 3. Go up 5. Back 1. So this would be 6, and then I can go back 2 to the chest. Back to 5. And then can I go back 2 again? I can go back 2 again. I'm basically just dancing on all the treasure. Huh. I'm going to use a blue conversion there. This would do some damage to me. Or I can go ahead 3 here. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do this as well. Do I just take the damage at this point? My only options are 5 ahead. I guess I could go 5 ahead, 5 back. Just to re-roll. No, it's 5 ahead again. Okay, so I can go 5 ahead. Wait, no, that's a chest upgrade. 5 ahead. Actually, I might as well use the chest upgrade anyway. 2 ahead, I take damage. 6 ahead. Yeah, I can go 6 ahead. Yes. 2 back. Purple, red. And that's everything. I played a bit with Erosion Magus. I think you will get more single target damage than Rock Magus, but you will probably get less clear because you don't get to jump around and AoE enemies. And yeah, very often the sunk cost fallacy stuff is real. I remember that kind of happened to me, not even with spending money, but just with doing dailies in Genshin Impact, where I played the game for about a year. And for the first, 9 months, I actually did have fun exploring the world, doing stuff, etc. But then towards the end, it was just like, yeah, but maybe I'll need this currency for the future. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, yeah, these games are really deceptively built, and I haven't played any of them beyond, exploring a little bit of the story since, and I don't really intend to ever again. I don't know, maybe I'll find one where I'm like, oh, the gameplay and story is actually good enough, but probably not. Do I think Vigilant Iris is worth paying for, and is she expensive to build? I think if you want to transform into a Magus, she is fun. Whether she is worth paying for or not is a question you have to decide for yourself. What is worth paying for to you? As for expensive to build, well, I played her on season start, meaning going from 0 money to where I am now. And it's been super smooth. Oh no, stop teleporting. Oh, look, Flame Elementium. I swear it's been Chariot every time. Oh, this is going to be really bad. This is where I die again. Because I'm going to try to AoE down and avoid the Emperor Beam. And one of these times, I'm just randomly going to get teleported into the Emperor. Oh, okay. I am very surprised. Yep. So I don't have a build command because I'm too lazy to change it. But if you look on my YouTube, I did talk about this build, or more accurately, the early game getting to Timemark 7 version. So you can go ahead and check that out. It's !YT. I do remember Genshin had pretty good music. No. Hanged Man, dead. See, that's the thing. When double cards activate like that, by the time I see that the card is the thing I have to get under, I don't have time to react. It's really bad. So here's the problem with that. If you say, if you have good self-control with money, that means that the game is made to annoy you into paying. Which, yeah, same thing happened with Honkai Star Rail. Are there some aspects of that game that are good? Yeah. Does it annoy you into paying constantly? Yeah, and I couldn't stand it as a result. That's why I didn't even bother with Zenless Zone Zero. Because even if there are elements of it that I would enjoy, the monetization is just way too annoying. And also, the worst sin there is it gets good later. So it's not even a good game. It's a bad game that has some good parts that also tries to annoy you into paying. I'm not a fan of it gets good later. Oh, I'm so sorry, Matthew. I've seen a couple people play Zenless Zone Zero, and I don't know, a lot of the stuff they're doing storytelling wise would be so much better if they just made a Stellar Blade. I'm going to wait for MiHoYo to make a Stellar Blade, and then I will play it. That's my stance. And honestly, with the recent direction, Torchlight's getting to that line for me. Like, it's getting pretty close. In the past, it was not like this. In the past, you could log into Torchlight and not think about the monetization. Goddamn. And that's the other thing. I wonder how much in Torchlight of the feeling like pets were not a thing that I had from previous seasons was just because it was hidden behind the level 4, 5, and 6 pets that I've never owned. So I didn't even know that was a thing. I think if Kong is going to continue to exist, everyone should get one for free. Like, every season, you should just get a Kong. This is why, I don't know. I've played the game for a very long time. I've enjoyed the game for a long time. I came back to play this season, but this season is not motivating me for Season 10, let me tell you. I think it is entirely possible that this is my last season playing Torchlight, because I just keep learning more and more about things like the monetization impacts the gameplay so much. Some of it's new, some of it's old. And it's one of those, well... Oh wait, Hangman's over here. God damn it. Yeah. Yep, Max Roll did. Nope, god damn it. Surprise teleport. I think the worst thing about the people starting with 0 pets right now isn't even just the fact that everyone else who's been playing for a long time has the pets. It's also the fact that the catch-up mechanics designed, well, not even real catch-up mechanics, but the mechanics that you try to do to get the pets, you either need an insanely good, like, top-of-the-line build and to play a lot, or you need the pets to make the money and to have the power to get the pets. So it's not really a catch-up mechanic. Like, the only catch-up pet this season is the one from the login event. Yeah, I think it's literally just boss rushing at this point. And that everything else, pets are just very big. There's certainly some things where pets will be less impactful, but they're going to have an impact. Okay, but the tower tuning is such that most new players are not going to play enough to actually complete it. Oh, yay, more death. Oh no, I'm not in Rock Magus form. If you're going to try your best to, I really hope that Space-Time Elapse is better balanced than last season. Because last season, Elapse was not really able to do that level of damage. Because here's the problem with a multiplayer event. And when I saw this, I was very disappointed. So, level 1 alert unlocks it like Timemark 7. That's fine. Level 2 alert unlocks 8-0, which is pretty severe scaling. I feel like this should really be 7-1, 7-2. But 8-0, I think most people are going to get there. Fair. Then this is 8-2. Which, again, I think a lot of people are going to get there. But we're already on difficulty 3 out of 7. So then you have level 4 alert, Profound 8. This is where I think a lot of people won't get. Yes, the most dedicated players, the players who have paid the most for pets, the players who grind the most, the players playing the most broken builds will get here. But the casual players will not get to level 4. So already, this is where most of the player base is stuck. Oh god, extra. Oh, that sounds terrible. Then we have level 5, which is Deep Space. This is extreme difficulty. Level 6 is Deep Space, level 7 is Deep Space. So we're now 3 layers deep in Deep Space. To give you an idea of what the damage and defense ramp up is. So, Timemark 7, 30,000 DPS, 1.1 thousand survival. These are all made up random numbers, don't take them too literally. Timemark 8, 120 million DPS, 100,000 survival. No idea if this is a thing or not. This seems reasonable. This is pretty easy to get. Profound 8, 9 billion with a B DPS. So that means you need 75 times the damage just to get to Profound 8. You need 80 billion DPS to get to Deep Space. And there are 3 difficulties in Deep Space. So that means 667 times the damage requirements for this versus this. That is how much multiplicative power there is in gear. The problem is, to do all of this, you need to start getting gear that is priceless. So let's just search a priceless item. Let me clear all this. What do I want? Let's just say I want a priceless rod. I don't know if Deep Space has 3 or not. I just know from a multiplayer there's 3 that are at Deep Space level difficulty. Is item level 100 only priceless? I thought there was non-priceless item level 100. Oh, never mind. Priceless is item level 100. Okay, so here we go. Just as the item base, like if I were to buy one of these, is basically all of my money. Then I have to spend all the money crafting it. Now, in a world where there are no pets, this is just grind, I would be completely fine with this, because it is okay to have a really grindy game. Brighter Shores is a really grindy game. And I have no problem with the grind in that title. But the minute you have this, you have a player looking at this, you have them think, oh man, that grind would go so much faster if I just spent money. The sand to FE trade, so about that. First of all, you can only trade 500. You can only trade 500 sets. Second of all, it's bound FE. So you get to use it to craft. No, this is not good. Also, I have no idea why Flame Dust is still in the game, but it is. Sure, after a week they'll come down, but that's not the point. The point is that because the prices are high right now, people are going to feel like, oh, I need to get money faster and be tempted to buy pets. Like, yes, long term, the prices will absolutely come down on some priceless bases. Others will probably go up in time because the best is set by the top of the market and blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Again, I would not have any problem with the price of these items if pets were not in the game. If there was not that temptation or incentive that you know, oh, if I just go pull for the seasonal pet, I will get more money and therefore be able to afford it faster. That is my problem with it. We take out pets, priceless items are totally fine. The difficulty level of a grind, that's all totally fine. And yes, the striations, things like, oh, in Timemark 7, you don't really drop that much FE. Once you enter Timemark 8, you start dropping FE. Oh, until you get to Profound, you don't start dropping Priceless. Once you get to Profound, you start dropping Priceless. I don't like that either, because that kind of hard tiering makes progression very unfun. It's progression designed around retention, not around gameplay. And I think in the short term, that kind of retention mechanic is very effective at getting players to play your game more, as Blizzard learned. But in the long term, it is very effective at training players that your game is not worth playing. Also, as Blizzard learned. That's why we've seen a massive spike in those retention mechanics in a lot of different games. Wait, what? Oh, thank you, Extra. I was so busy talking about stuff. Thank you. That might be a lot of money. So yeah, occasionally you get lucky and get big drops, or it's worthless. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, I was so busy talking about the mistakes that Blizzard made that I almost totally missed that. Because yeah, Blizzard made that exact same mistake. Except in their case, it wasn't to monetize through like pets, it was to monetize through subscriptions. Because if someone has to play your expansion for 1 month to get fulfillment out of it, that means you get the price of the expansion, because the box comes with 1 month of game time, or at least it used to. But then if you make them play it for 3 months to get fulfillment out of it, well, all of a sudden you get 3 months, so 2 subscriptions, plus you incentivize them to buy a 6th month subscription. So now you're getting 6 months plus the box price. So yeah. And oh look, I offended someone in the chat. I have a permanent vacation, buddy. Blizzard very much pushed very hard for retention, and it backfired on them. Because in the short term, it's very effective. All of their metrics went up. In the long term, it did not work. And I'm pretty sure peak retention, like Legion is where they got all of the benefits. So I think peak retention was Legion. Then in like BFA and Shadowlands, it went down because they burned so many people out with the systems. And then for Dragonflight and now the War Within, they're like, okay, so we know we gave you all these retention systems. Bad idea, are bad. Let's try to re-earn trust. But that's the other thing. It's always harder to re-earn trust once you've lost it than it is to have good player trust in the first place. Yeah, it's about when I stopped too, not because of not having a PC, but just because I really was not enjoying the direction the game was going in. Fire conversion attack speed per dex. That seems really good. Let's see. Just this is like 40. Just this is 160. Huh. Surely someone buys it. Surely someone buys it for this price. I don't know. I have no idea if it's actually worth that. It probably isn't, full transparency. Oh, look. Minion. There were none with both. I did. There were none with both. Energy Shield Reaping cooldown. I thought about that, Zen. Here's the problem. I'm probably too lazy to press this when I don't need to move around. I probably should do that. But for that, I'd need to find some other damage skill to automate here. So I'd probably have to go like LE conversion on my Magi. So I can put the, whatchamacallit in. Elemental Shock. Huh. Could I use Grim Phantoms and go lightning conversion? Maybe. Would that be worth? I mean, I'm not sure if it numbed is that good outside of DPS Dragon, but lightning did feel very good when I messed with it. So I think out of all the elements I would convert to, it would be lightning. The thing I was more skeptical about wasn't the lightning, it was the, do I add Grim Phantoms? Like, is that actually worth it? I don't know the answer there. Yeah, random teleports are pretty annoying. I guess worst case, I could try it and see how much I forget to use it. Also, how long is the cooldown? Dazzling Bloom, cooldown 5 seconds. So I can't blink as much because I can't put quick mobility or magic dash on it. Oh. Like that. Like this. Yeah, that's why I'm skeptical, because there's no specific amp. I guess I go prayer here. What are my power options? Sentries. Okay, so that doesn't work. Starstalker does not work. Archery Bond does not work. I mean, to be fair, my energy right now is kind of wasted, so I could probably pull it off. I'm wasting a lot of energy on very minimal bonuses. Numbed effect. Yeah, I mean, I could use Fixate to mark enemies, but that's not that much. The thing is, it has to be something that can apply to minions. Yeah, problem with Machine Army is for each minion on the field, I only have one minion on the field. Yeah, Elemental Shock really seems like the only good option. I guess for now, what I'm going to try is just putting Prayer in. I wonder if this works. Surely this doesn't work. I'm HP. The last time I used, admittedly, it was on a very different build, but the last time I used the life source stuff, it did not work very well. Because the healing amount was way too low. I guess in theory I could do that, if it heals for an actual amount. Okay. So what's the penalty on it now? Let's find out. Instant minus 12.5. Let's see. So like this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but if the healing is instant, all right, have a good night, Lotador. So if the healing is instant, then it shouldn't matter if I take Fragile Resurrection, because I won't actually take additional damage because the effect won't actually be activated. Also, it means the restoration duration doesn't matter. Okay, and then I probably want Charging Progress. There we go. And now I take off that because that would be really bad. And now I have to find out how much activation medium life is. So additional duration, additional cooldown. Is it only duration and cooldown? Because neither of those are actually useful. Yeah, it looks cheap. Lower than 30. I don't know if I want to go quite as low as 30. Sure, let's do this. I'll be honest, Eric, I have no idea the exact calculation. The way I do it is I just activate all my auras, and if I have mana, it worked, and if I don't, I get more sealed mana compensation. I mean, I don't think there's a meaningful difference between having it proc at 60 and having it proc at 54. I think that's fine. Wait, I should have checked to see if when it procs, I could give a percentage of the healing to my minions, because that would actually be really good if it could. Where is it easy to get compensation? Slates. Usually you can easily get compensation on slates. I'd imagine with my injury buffer, it's pretty difficult for something to do that, though. Yes, Fiend Crown does, but the question was easily. And I wouldn't say Fiend Crown is easy. Oh, you know, I bet I stopped dying to the Hanged Man now. Trying to remember the last time I played a life build where, you know, I don't think the activation mediums were even a thing, to be honest. I just remember Life Source being really bad with, what was it at the time? The other trigger effect. You know, I don't think it was even Life Source. I think it was Life Potion. It was back in the day. Yeah, I know about the circle. The problem is sometimes I'm already so far away that I can't get back to the circle, because if you activate 2 cards at once, the names override and you don't actually see the card you activated. Yes, the flat heal. That's why I haven't used it in so long, because it used to be really bad. Yes, good trade. Yes, slates are mostly cube. I mean, I would imagine charges are a factor on a few other things. Ooh. Mana per intelligence and intelligence. They did just buff mana stacking. Wait, why is this so cheap? Did they not buff mana stacking by enough? I'm trying to remember if in the last 3 or 4 seasons since activation mediums came out, if I've played a single life build. I'll be honest, I don't think I have. I don't think I've played a single life build in that entire time. I feel like the legendary slate thing is kind of overpriced. I don't think it's actually that worth it. Wait. Fixed affix crit strike damage. No, just minion damage. Sure, let's go 6. Yeah, in general, I'd say ES is usually easier to build because there's a lot of mechanics that make ES very, very strong. Like, where is it? Wait, it's not here, is it? I think it's in... You know, I'm going to do this the easier way. I'm going to do this via a legendary slate because that's how you're supposed to add it to your build anyway. So, you get stuff like this. Energy shield charge cannot be interrupted by damage for 1 second after it starts. That's really good. No, it's cheap. Like, look at these. 18 FE right here. Oh, well, all right. That one's maybe a bad example because it's a pedigree. But a lot of these, pretty cheap. Oh, the HP, whatever it called, have no ES. I don't know what that is. No ES, but gain tons of aura effect. Also, in addition to, like, cannot be interrupted, you can force the charging, like entering low energy shield status. Or there's another one. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. That's gain blur when energy shield starts too. But that's also good. Oh, it's a new thing. I don't know if any of those are actually even available yet. Let's find out. No item found. No item found. No item found. Yeah, I don't think they exist. Oh, here's one. There's one. These aren't real. To be fair, ES mechanics are very similar across a lot of games. I genuinely don't know if Torchlight even copied Path of Exile or if they copied a different game. As for GGG just lets them, well, yeah, you can't copyright game mechanics. You can copyright the specific implementation of those mechanics. But it'd be like someone saying, oh, I own the rules for Monopoly. Yeah, that was the next part I was going to get into. Just because you can't do it doesn't mean companies don't try. And to be fair, it's not just Nintendo. It's Nintendo. It's Activision. It's I'm dying because I'm not paying attention. So I'm reading chat again. Warner Brothers. Yeah, you're thinking of Warner Brothers there, Extra. All right, so bad news is I can't just face tank T8 bosses while reading chat. But also, you're not supposed to be able to patent a lot of the things they have patents to. It's just that they do, and no one wants to go to war with them over it. Which is why I honestly kind of hope that Pocket Pair ends up fighting Nintendo in court and beating them and setting a big precedent about how mechanics and patents work. Because that would be very good for the gaming industry as a whole. I mean, to be fair, bad video game patents, while they are in general a negative, don't say that nothing good has ever come from it. Because another thing that was patented, I would like to say by either Sega or Konami, was the ability to place advertisements in game loading screens. And because it was patented, it was years and years and years before any other games tried to do that. Oh, the Shadow of Mordor enemy mechanic was called a nemesis system, where basically every time you killed an enemy, they would remember that you killed them and sometimes remember how. So if you just stood back and shot a guy with arrows, next time you fight him, he might have a shield. He's like, no, you had a shield? Or you had a bow? Fuck you. I'm holding up this great shield and you're not going to shoot me anymore. And it made the game feel a lot more alive. And then Warner Brothers patented the system. On top of patenting the system, they put a bunch of microtransactions in Shadow of War, which was the sequel game, and decided the series wasn't profitable enough, and so stopped making it. And now, I think there's another, 8 years before any other companies can use it. Because patents are, I think 25 years? This season, I don't know what to look for on slates for yoga, but if it's the same as last season, Energy Shield Charge is good. Reaping cooldown recovery, extra reap sources, all those things are good. The problem is so much changes from season to season that I never know if my knowledge from last season actually still applies. So hopefully that all still applies. I'm glad they eventually toned down the microtransaction nonsense. Not that they're the only developer that has done that. There are a lot, but it always feels especially egregious to me when it's a single-player game. Free-to-play multiplayer games, I mean, it's not a good excuse, but at least there's the excuse if a game is free. Personally, I feel like even if a game is free, you should still charge a fair price for it. But, yeah, single-player box price games that are full of microtransactions. Then again, speaking of single-player box price games that are not full of microtransactions, if I'm not super into the PoE update, I might just go play Indiana Jones. Because that game looked really good. I saw the initial trailers, and it looked very, movie cheesy, which it wouldn't be a bad thing if it was all like that, if you're a huge fan of the movies and all that. But as someone who's looking for, okay, I want this to be a video game first, and an Indiana Jones thing second, I'm very glad that it is actually a full video game and not just movie cheese. And yes, I did see the proc, although I'm not sure it's entirely fair to say it saved my life. Yeah, and I've also heard that, if anything, that part is arguably the worst part of the game. Because it's a little too one-to-one. And that once you get past that, because it sort of functions as a tutorial. The game opens up a lot and you get to do a bunch of really cool immersive sim stuff. A lot of the time for the devil stuff, I just run away. And as a fan of immersive sims, which is a genre that we don't have enough of, always happy when there's a new one. All right. So 6. Do I want to try to get this? I'm kind of tempted. But it's 3. The problem with it being 3 is I only have 1. And again, it is a purple chest. Purple's pretty good. All right, let's see if I regret this later. Wow, I've rolled a lot of 6s. Cool. Another choice. Go with a 1 here and grab the second purple chest. So I could go 4 and grab this. I think I should. Because then 1, 2, 3 puts me here. Which positions... guess it's not too bad. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. There we go. Add another pretty decent jump. 3. Okay, a mystery. So I definitely want to use a 4 here. Now this is unfortunate. Okay. 2, 6. Do I intentionally skip over? Yes. Because now I can do that. If I do 3 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 6 gets me a blue. Yeah, I might as well just do the 2 to upgrade, because I think I can take the green all the way up if I've mathed out my upgrade levels. Wait, does this replace? I don't think it does. Nope, chest limit has already been reached. So this upgrades 2. This upgrades 1. Oh, it doesn't actually matter. Okay, didn't matter either way. Cool. Start contest. A hermit, so I have to deal with all the archers. Oh, there's one more. This is where not having the random teleporting is good. Nope. That wasn't even random. That was intentional because I didn't see the direction of the beam. Maybe no more Emperor. Would be nice if there was no more Emperor. Oh, the star. On one hand, this instant healing is pretty effective. On the other hand, it is teaching me a lot of bad habits because I can stand in so much more stuff with it. All right, the Empress, I want to teleport out so I can bonk the guys as they get out of range. Come on. There we go. Guys bonked. So now orange and red. Okay, High Priestess. That was surprisingly tanky. Okay, critical strike rating. Might be somewhat useful. I don't quite recognize the comic book reference there, but I'm going to go with yes, because it sounds like you know what you're talking about. Flame Elementium. Oh, in that case, yes. Yep, 100%. Yep, blessed be the lightning buff. I know. Oh, it's a nightmare guy. You don't find them too often. Oh, look. Unbreakable armor. Might actually be worth something. Probably not. You never know, though. It's interesting that you say they do damage cap, because right now they are not doing damage cap. So I wonder if it's scaling based on the difficulty then. Because right now they're only doing 80 billion, and the damage cap is 1.5 trillion now. Unless that's just a the monsters have lower health thing, which could be. Yeah, it could scale off of enemy HP. But as of this season, they did raise the damage cap. Sort of. I guess maybe raise isn't the right word. They changed it from 500 billion per frame to 1.5 trillion per 3 frames. So the actual DPS you do is the same, but the total amount of damage in a single hit is tripled, which favors hard-hitting, slower builds over fast-hitting but lower damage per hit builds. Oh yeah, they certainly do a lot of blender damage. Good old chest there. One downside of the cards is they slow the lightning down quite a bit. Because they take a second to trigger. Surely Webbed Arcane Headscarf isn't worth anything. Over here we go. Sun, the Hanged Man. Oh, didn't quite get there. Another Endless Sorrow. Hello, Endless Sorrow. I don't think you're that scary. You are not that scary. Oh no, the boss escaped. I don't know if it's the most lethal non-boss attack. Some of the cube enemies have some pretty lethal moves as well. Maybe the most lethal outside of cube, though. What was your fizz mitigation like? Because I'm pretty sure the difference is it's fizz, and a lot of people don't have good fizz mit, but if you do, it should be fine if you're like an armor stacker. Oh look, dodging judgment by not being over there. I think this is going to give me some lightning. It did not. Guy could always hope. Ooh, Chariot. I don't get Chariot too much in maps. Oh, Ultimate Ember. I think that's my first Ultimate Ember. That's got to be money this early. Let's find out. Okay, I lied. It's apparently my second one. I didn't notice. Oh god, I must have picked up an Ultimate Ember without knowing. Okay. I think there's just a display bug. Because notice how this fuel says 24 to 30% crit strike rating. I think if you have fates, it just sticks them on everything else. That's funny. See, that's a kind of bug that I don't mind because it's just funny. It doesn't hurt anything. Adds Netherrealm blue or better. Yeah. Ooh, Desire Record. I really don't want to go do that, but I probably should at the current price. It's probably guaranteed money and not a little money. It's just really annoying. Is it gambling? I don't know if it's even gambling extra. They're so cheap right now, and the slates are so high and so relatively common that I don't know if it's even gambling. Are bad Starlights worth nothing this early? I bet for not. Okay, I should lock this Disenchant Rust, right? So I've got 2 Desire Records. See, I don't even think this is a gamble, just because gamble implies you're risking something. Okay, he doesn't do very much damage to me. I'm just going to face tank and burn him. Though I think there's a point where he's going to become immune. Oh, look, he has become immune. Are you still immune? Nope. Okay, Fallen Starlight. Wee! Infinite money printer go burr! Wee! Price check. It's gonna be like 100. Oh, 300. Also, actually good for my build. May just put it on. By the way, I was risking 8 FE, which is why I say I don't think this is a gamble. Real question is, do I sell it or do I put it on? And I don't know the answer there. Actually, I was going to say, no, I sell it because I should get this on a different slate. Starlight is a bad slate for this max divinity effect. Yeah, exactly. So here's why I say Starlight is bad for this. I can just buy a better slate for my build for less, for about half of the money I will get for selling the Fallen Starlight. Because, like Extra's saying in Twitch chat, oh, look, this one's 80. This one's 75. These aren't very good, though. Yeah, it's better to do either off talent or stackable effects on Fallen Starlight. You don't really want a max divinity on tree effect. Or on slate, I should say. Ooh, I would have totally bought that one for 87. I can see why that sold. Like this, if I was using Grim Phantoms, so much better. Even this for 128, not too bad. I mean, viscerally, I'm sure expensive. I'm sure you don't want to actually inscribe legendary stuff viscerally. Wait, when you say 15 per, what do you mean? Wait, game props. Game props. Well, they are expensive at the moment. Transcendence Wedge Legendary. Very expensive. Good money to sell, though. Would I say it's better to drop to T6 if 7-0 is taking you way longer? I don't know enough about the breakpoints to be sure, but my general rule of thumb, 7 to 8, you gain so much from a jump that it's worth it even if it takes longer. For most other things, it's better to drop down and farm faster. So I feel like 6 to 7, it's still better to drop down and farm faster. So clearly, if the gamble pays off once, the gamble pays off twice. Gamble, quote unquote. I actually wonder what the odds of getting less than 8 FE in value from this guy is right now. Also, did they fix him? When I fought him last season, I remember him having like a 10-minute role play of being invulnerable. Probably wasn't literally 10. It was way longer than this. Oh, look, a Shattered Moonlight. See how much Shattered Moonlight is. Price check. Let's see buffer rolls. So yeah, like 3, 4 FE. I don't know. Let's go 3, see if it sells. Then this, max life. It's kind of it. Random slate. I don't know. 4, confirm. So we might have lost a little money here, technically. I'm kind of curious, though. How are all the boss keys right now? Map ticket. So the beginning looks like it's about 1 FE each. Maybe 2 FE each. 1 to 2. At that price, it's like 8 FE per entry. I feel like it might be really boring, but you probably can't lose money doing that. Then you've got the end, which is the same price, but way harder. Let's see, Queen's Grace. 4 FE each. Okay. Maybe I don't invest points into that. That seems pretty worthless. No, it used to be like 20-ish FE, at which point it'd be worth the points. But not at the moment. And there's Desire Record. Apparently people are buying them, which makes me think the price is actually going up. So maybe the 8 or 9 was not actually a thing. And maybe I was, in fact, just gambling. And the trade house was lying to me. Because I don't see any for below 20. And at 20 it is technically a gamble, but whatever, because I won the gamble anyway. Yep, looks like it was indeed a gamble. Look at all those sold, sold, sold. Or maybe there's lower ones and you just can't find them because there's a billion pages, which is also possible. Okay, well, at that price, I'm not buying a bunch more. Ooh. I like this. Flame Elementium. Hermit. After this, I have an idea of something fun to do. I bet it's time to upgrade my weapon. There's a lot of cool and OP mods, but I just don't have on my items right now. Select 2 commodity and replicate. That would be nice, but I don't have 2 commodity to replicate. There we go. Wait, why are whims worthless? Because the other options were both very bad, and there are still extra bubbles. I mean, it's not like I gave something good up for the whim bubble. Okay, goodbye. Wait, was that card actually compass drops, not beacon drops? I was not paying very much attention. Also, hello, lion. Goodbye, lion. Well, first thing I'm going to do here... and get rid of those points, because those points are really bad. Do I want to go for Dissolution Nightmare? I mean, it's okay, but... honestly, Netherrealm is one of my favorite options because I find it to be much more consistent. Yeah, currency is the best. If you can get currency, you always take currency. But if you can't get currency, which in that case I couldn't because it was duplicating a thing that I didn't have, it's better to go with something that adds a decent amount without removing. All right, I have all these nodes because I don't know where to put them yet. So I will just put them there. Ooh. Additional blessed monsters. The good old just pay to win, fix all your problems. Okay, the blessed monsters are very tanky. Like, oh my god, tanky. But they give good loot. Actually, they don't hit that hard. I think I was just scared of it for no reason. Because it looked scary. Okay, I don't think I can face tank both things at once. Oh, wait. Lightning versus Blessed Monster. Let's go. Get wrecked, Blessed Monster. Get lightninged on. I like how, even with elevation, I'm able to damage the enemies down below. A whole bunch of Divinity Stones. Yeah. And another Ultimate Ember. And a treasure chest. Good old cube. GG. Anger's Rag. Strength. Ooh, and a Sage's Foresight. That could be good. Yes, changes 3 type to commodity. Perfect. Oh, look. I now have a whole bunch of commodity bubbles. Yes, it is extra. And now we go here and play a little mini game. Oh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. 4. Yep. 3, 4, right? Yes. Because there's nothing else good that I can do there. I'll do 1, see what I get. 5. Do I want to miss the chest upgrades? Since I have so few options, I think so. Okay, that's getting better. 3, and then a 2. Can I... no, I can't. But I will go 2 forward here. Three, and then another 3. And we're getting to the end. 5, get the chest. one and use it. I do not use a self-made loot filter. I use a random loot filter that I got from the loot filter thing. That so far seems fine. And maybe someday I'll be very sad because I'll find out it was griefing me and hiding something important all along. I am way too lazy to make a loot filter. Okay, so this would take me all the way to the end. But I could go back. Like so. Advance 1. Then I go back again and advance 6. Ooh. So if I go back 6 plus 4 plus 4, that gets me the chest, right? Did I math correctly? Yes, I did. Haha! Chest obtained. And now upgrade chest destiny, purple or higher. 2 chests. Chest. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Oh. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button there. Did not mean to exit Spirit Magus mode. Now it's just all red. Hermit, okay. Devil, so I have to be careful of projectiles. Machine Lord. Come on, be worth something. I mean, worth something. Oh, it's a 160 though. Surely a 160 is worth more. Haha. List item. Why is it taking me to a full booth? I'll go 80. See if someone will grab it. What's sold? The Shattered Moonlight and the Memory of Discipline. Yeah, those so here's the thing. You say they're metal spikes, but they're like wiggling. Metal doesn't wiggle like that. So I think she is in fact a cosplayer. And she's not wearing metal armor at all. It's actually just really nicely painted foam. Nope. Okay, couple FE. She asked the Stellar Blade devs really nicely, because they have a lot of spares. The game seems slightly confused. But also, I find myself missing Black Sail. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go back to Black Sail and drop some of the beacon stuff. Because surely it's not that expensive to just buy beacons right now. Let's find out. I should probably find out first before I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally worth. Wait, no, not other. Consumables. Map ticket. Beacon. Glacial Abyss. Timemark 8. I mean, they're semi-expensive for sure, but not that expensive. This makes me wonder. You know, I almost wonder if a way to make money right now is to just buy a whole bunch of star shards and run a boss that has a chance to drop a good item. Because I think there's 2 beacon drops guaranteed, right? And it takes 8 per try. So let's do some math here. 99 divided by 8. 12 times 2. 24. You would get 24 beacons back. Times 6 is 144. So assuming those prices are actually correct, star shards are profitable. And just doing bosses because no one else wants to. Wait, where do I see all the bosses again? Or all the boss loot, I should say. So, Surging Inspiration, that's a good one here. Yeah, they moved them again. It's weird. Ghost Slaughter Ardor. Didn't they just buff Ghost Slaughter? Also, I don't know if Surging's worth anything right now. Surging is definitely worth something. Good, good. Ghost Slaughter. Also worth something. I target memories and rarity to try to get high rarity memories because early in a season, they're pretty good. Ardor, not worth that much. Okay. So in Steelforge, what have we got? Heavyware, Warden's Breastpin, Vortex Heart. Surely at least one of those has to be worth something. Heavyware. It depends on the rolls. Okay. So far, this is the lowest value one. I bet this guy's going to be even lower. I don't think anyone uses the Eternal Sun. That looks really bad to me. Thunder Jawbone should be decent. Maybe? Thunder Jawbone, Undying Faith. Maybe. Feline Steps, Endless Fortress. So, Thunder Jawbone. Oh, never mind. Thunder Jawbone is worthless. Feline isn't worthless. Undying Faith is not worthless. Endless Fortress is worthless, but maybe not with the right rolls. Oh, look, the Glacial Abyss is basically the same price. It's a little more expensive, but not by that much. I guess there's more of it are more expensive, actually. Because, like, these are over 1 FE each. So it looks like a lot of people are farming for Surging Inspiration. I'm kind of just tempted to do this and see how many beacons I get. Because I think it's more interesting than buying beacons. And, like, I just paid 35 FE for 88. I don't think it's possible for me to lose money on this. Yes, that is also 11 Traveler Keys. Yeah, the money gain may be bad. We'll find out. Oh, god damn it. But also, I kind of need the points, and so it's fine. Cursed Flame. Huh, there were no beacons. Okay, did they remove guaranteed beacons from T8s? Or is that something from my Atlas? Let's find out. Profound Talent Constellation. No, but also I should probably revert this for now. Go with... maybe this? How many cards do I have in my deck? Oh, it's more for how tanky things are in maps. That I wanted to swap that. But let's see. Wait. Card library. Can I count these? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I'm over 45, so I can now swap that. Because the reason I was taking this earlier was because I didn't think I had enough cards for this. But now I have enough cards for this, so I'm just going to take this because it's extra drop quantity, and this is kind of meh. Everything I'm going to do is reset all and go back into Black Sail. This is why I wanted to do the bosses anyway, because I need 5 more points. I could drop some beacon stuff, but with the price of beacons, I am not going to drop beacon stuff right now. In fact, if anything, I want to take more beacon stuff. I kind of want to take all of these beacon nodes. Wait, are there any nodes here that I don't need? No, I kind of really want this card still. Right? Yes. Is there anything here? I mean, I could, but these are good cards, so no. No, I think I just get more points. Only combat, which means if you don't have drop pets, your loot got nerfed. You now have less drop quantity than you did before. I do not have a DPS for this, by the way. This is going to be a long, awkward fight. And the 8.2 version is going to be even longer and more awkward. But it should be okay. Oh, I jumped back through them again. If you're wondering, is there a significant gap between 8.0 and 8.1? Oh, yeah. Huge gap. Oh my god, that teleport goes nowhere. Okay. I do not like that. I don't think I can use that as an actual teleport. Because if I can't teleport out of mechanics because it goes nowhere... Wait, why did it work that time? Huh. Was my cursor just too close and that was griefing me? Maybe. Seems to be working now. The real problem is I haven't upgraded my gear much. God damn it. Okay. I thought I had jumped in correctly because I didn't immediately take damage. The boss reappeared and then I took all the damage. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing 8-2 right now. Because that was way too close to actually dying. Which also means this farming is going to be in no way efficient. Still can't lose money at 0.5 each. But it might just be a big waste of time. Oh my god. Well, the problem with that is I can't get the points twice for 8-0, so I have to do the 8-1. There we go. Star talent obtained. Well, my plan is to just not do it at all and do it later when I can do 8-2. Just because I spent 30 FE doesn't mean I have to immediately use the star shards. And if anything, I'm going to just go do 8-0 in other places and get more points. So you get Dazzling Bloom on your bar because you get one slot from your bar. Then you put it in that slot. Everything else doesn't show up. So yeah, I can do... If I buy 7 for Void, And 8 for Glacial. Extra Star Shard points. Good news, these are also cheap. Wait, those aren't cheap. Never mind. It's the other stack sizes that are cheap. So I need to find one. Oh, perfect. And now I just do the same for Glacial, which isn't going to be as cheap. But I think I can get some for 0.7. Maybe. Maybe not. 0.9. Are they all over 1 FE because everyone's fishing for surging? Yes, they're all over 1 FE because people are fishing for surging. Okay. Wait. Uh-oh. Well, the game seems to think I lost connection there. But OBS doesn't seem to, at least as far as I can tell. Stream looks to still be stable, both on Twitch and YouTube. No, it just doesn't want me using the auction house right now. All right, let's log back in. Well, this is interesting. I guess I can't use the price check features right now either. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because the next thing I was going to do was upgrade my gear. I can't upgrade my gear without the trade house. Well, okay, I got the star shards at least. So the good news is I can go and do this and get another point. I should be careful where I stand here. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. That was very greedy of me, but it's fine because he is dead and I got a memory. Cool. All right, well, I get disconnected price checking this. Yes, I will. So the good news is I can still map. Bad news is eventually my inventory is going to get full. Oh, wait. What was that announcement? System. Oh. Not related. Yeah, instructions unclear. How many more points do I need? 3? That's annoying. I need 3. Wait. Oh, I could do 8-0 Lightning Watcher. If I could actually buy stuff. Because this would be 2, and then I do one of them on difficulty 8-1 again, which would probably be Blistering Lava, just because, like, he's annoying, but he's not that bad. I could definitely do it. Oh yeah, I should set this back down to 8-0 before I grief myself. Also, to answer your earlier question, no, there's a 37% increased gear drop chance on 8-1. It is not the same as 8-0. And then 8-2 is 46 up from 37. But that's fine. I can just save my star shards for later. That part I'm not worried about. I really just want the points right now. I mean, with how often stuff changes, it might not even be reading failure on your end. It might also be that in the past it worked that way and now it does not. Because that's happened to me so many times now. There are so many things that I'm like, oh yeah, this works this way. And then it's totally different because it changed. All right, cool. Bought that. And since price checking doesn't seem to work... Oh wait, those are beacons. I'll just have to eyeball it. Wait, is it just the glacial ones? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Oh, why is it doing this to me? I just want to buy some beacons and get my points. God damn it. Okay, this may be the end of a stream. Because I kind of don't want to sit here trying to refresh stuff. So, yeah. I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go do something else and come back when I can actually get my points, and then go back to farming Black Sail, then upgrade some of my gear, and then see what I can do with T1 affixes. And depending on how well the T1 affixes goes, is going to decide if I really push this and go like priceless gear and all that on Rock Magus, or if I swap over to Rock Lightning, or if I swap to like Erosion Magus. I don't know. Maybe just pure Lightning. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Glad you enjoyed. Thanks again, Zen River Raid. Thanks for chilling extra. And I'm going to see who else is playing some Torchlight. Yeah, thanks again. Have a good night.